And we can start.
Hi, Gabriella.
Hi.
Hi, I'm really excited to work with you in the sell of your home. And before I start, I want to assure that my goal is to sell your home for the best money possible, the least amount of time with the least amount of hassle. That's what you want, isn't it?
It is, yes.
Excellent. So when we spoke earlier, we talked about that it's needed for you to sell your home first in order to purchase your other new home, correct?
Yes, exactly.
All right, great. Is there anything else that is important about the move that I should know before we continue?
No, no, I don't
Any?
think. I think we talked about everything
All
yesterday.
right, great, great. So, okay, Gabriela, are you familiar with the difference between passive and active market in regards to real estate?
No.
No? Okay. So I'm going to share that with you. Basically, a passive approach in real estate is what 99% of agents do. So they put your home to sell. You probably had that done 6 months ago
Mhm.
and got expired. So they put in the multiple listing service, put in 100 websites, and they hope and pray that you get some activity as far as offers. Did you get any offers?
No, I didn't.
All right. So the trouble with this method is that an agent basically sits around and wait the buyer to call. All right. So this passive approach is the main reason why the average agent sells only a handful of homes a year, while my team and I, we have a goal to close this year with 52 sold homes. So we're so excited about that. We love to sell homes, and I'm here to share my idea on how we're going to accomplish that this year yet for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. So in addition to all the passive marketing that the other agents did for you, um, I do have a market strategy which also will um, promote your home better than the other agent. I personally, beside online exposure to Zillow and Showcase, which I can offer for you, I can contact the top agents in the area. And I have a great relationship with all of them to offer your home so we can invite their buyers to see your home. The other aspect about creating exposure in the market is to make sure that we have a professional photos and excellent description. So those are things that I do to enhance your home and show up in a better way outside and online because a lot of people search online in marketplaces, Zillow, and you name it. But what really separates me from other agents is that from Monday to Friday, from 8 a.m. to 12, I call sellers and buyers. I'm on the phone almost every day, and I have a real estate conversations with buyers and sellers. So basically, I speak from 40 to 50 people a day. And that's what stand out in my team. We all do the same. We all share cross-selling. So that improves the chance to your home to sell fast. Okay. Um, you and I both know that there is a buyer out there for you. All right. And my job is to find them. In addition to call all these people that I usually call, I will do a specific search to call your neighborhood. Okay. Because we will put a sign and people can look, hey, it's for sale. But they're not going to stop and knock on your door because they may have a family, they may think, but they're not going to do it. So what I do, I select about 100 people around their neighborhood, and I call and I literally ask, "Hey, are you interested to buy your neighbor's house? Do you have someone that you like to buy, a family member?" So that increases our chance to find the right buyer for you. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So, oh, stop. All right, guys. If we want to do, all
Oh,
right. All right. So yesterday you mentioned to me that your home it was marketed for $800,000, right? Let's talk a little bit about the pricing that we're going to market your home.
So is this
Um,
it about your marketing? Is that all that you're gonna do?
yeah, calling every day and find myself a buyer to you is what outstands. Yes.
Okay.
What else would you
So
expect that I can add to?
yeah, I was just wondering, so you said that you're gonna do all the same things that the other agents are gonna do, and on top of that, you're actually gonna call people, you're gonna call my neighbors until you find a buyer, right?
Exactly. One of the things that I will not do, and I'll tell you why, is an open house. All right. That's
Oh,
very common. I won't do an open house because basically in the real estate world, we see that people who's going to visit your home is not the person who's going to sell. And we not want you to leave your home and for strangers to come and just be either nosy or not interested. So I want to bring a ready and qualified buyer for you. I don't want to be using your house to get leads or reach another buyer that usually buy a different house than yours.
okay.
So that's why we usually see by statistics, but I want to focus on selling your home and not getting buyers for another home. And that's the reason why I'm not going to do an open house. So
Okay.
you don't need to
So
leave home.
I don't have to leave my house then for open houses.
No, you don't have to. You're going
Okay.
to leave your home when I have a buyer to visit and a ready buyer to give you an offer.
Perfect. I love that because I was leaving my house every weekend for open houses and I don't want to do that. And no one would show up either. So it was like I would clean the entire house, I would
Right.
leave for, 3 hours and get nothing from it.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
totally understand that is inconvenience,
Yes.
but that's one of the methods that a lot of agents do in order to get buyers for another home. I mean,
Mm.
it's a process. Each person works differently, but in here I'm in the process and the focus to sell your home fast.
Okay.
Okay. So far, so good. Do you have any questions?
No, this is good.
All right. Can we continue then talking about pricing?
Yeah.
All right. So let's talk about pricing. I shared with you through an email about few comparables. So you said your house was marketed at $800,000.
Yes.
We had a close home nearby yours in the same neighborhood for 700,000 with no pool, and your house has pool. That was closed last week. Then we see another one that uh, took 90 days for sale and it's the same home as yours, remodel, beautiful. Of course, yours is super nice as well. And it's for $650,000.
Mm.
And right now, 2 blocks over from yours, we have an equal home with the pool remodeling, same square footage, is active, asking for $715,000. So my question to you, after presenting all these prices, when it was sold, the active pricing, how much do you believe your home will sell fast, less than 90 days? For how much do you believe it could sell for less than 9 days?
So the first two houses, were those closed sales or those active sales or
The
pending?
first 2 homes were closed sales. One
Okay.
took more than 90 days that sold for $650,000.
Mm.
The other one that has no pool, but yours has pool, sold for 700,000 less than 90 days. And we have an active home for $715,000, very, very similar to yours. Has pool, remodel.
Okay. So I don't know. What do you think?
Well, you said that I saw your expire for $800,000 and you had no activities.
Hmm.
So, the same home in your neighborhoods for $715,000. Here's what I want to share with you. I would like to share the a map that I love it and show that the price is psychological.
Hmm.
So this map, I don't know how to share, but anyway, I think everyone knows which one.
You can
This map
you
shows
can
that,
share.
yeah,
You can share.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to
It's at the very bottom. It's just
more.
yep, I
So
see
what?
it.
All right. So I would like to share and understand a little bit more about pricing aids psychological. So if you look in the first pricing 15% below market value, and all people here, meaning that the green one, they all got attracted with the pricing, and they all went and visit the home for sale. And then you can see if you reduce the pricing for 10%, then start reducing the attractiveness of those people to see the potential home. Then if you market a price value, 60% of potential buyers may show up. But the thing is, if you overprice, it decreases the amount of people that show your home. So like you mentioned, you had your home for 6 months, no offer, no much of a showings. So two things maybe was not in function here, the pricing or the marketing,
Mm,
right? So I don't know how the other person did the marketing, but I do believe if we put together a great market like I'm sharing with you and choose an excellent, attractive price, the chances that you have multiple offers will increase.
okay.
So again, an equal home active today in the market for $715,000 and yours were at $800,000. So
Yeah.
which price do you think was more attractive?
I think that my agent really overpriced me. I mean, to be honest, I don't know exactly where the 800 came from, but I think that I'm way overpriced. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So the one that's you're saying is similar to mine, so it has similar remodels. It also has a pool. It's also,
Yes,
in the neighborhood you said is listed right now for 715.
correct.
Okay. How many days on market has it been?
A week.
A week. Okay. What is the average days on market in my area?
Well, the average days on market area right now is 2 months.
Oh, okay. So it's gonna take me 60 days to get an offer?
I hope not, but it's the average. But I'm not an average, and my team is not an average. So I'm confident that if we price it right, you can get that sold sooner.
Okay. Yeah. So where should we price it at then? I mean, because 715 is my neighbor, so should we price it at 715 too and
Well,
see?
if you want to compete with other the buyers are looking like for from 9 to 10 homes every time they're looking for a home, right?
Oh,
So
wow.
they're going to look your neighbor, they're going to look yours, and they're going to look for a good feature with less price. That's how usually it is, right? You're gonna buy something, oh, I wanna more for the least money possible. That's how a buyer will think. So
Right.
if you price at $710, if you agree with that, I believe you competing a little bit more against your neighbor. What do you think about $710? $710,000?
Yeah. Is that gonna make me more attractive, you think, to the neighbor?
Definitely, definitely, because you guys are alike, remodel pool.
Okay.
There's not much of difference. They're definitely going to look into the $710,000 and the $715,000 and compare the benefit there.
Okay. Okay. All right. I see where you're going with it.
All right, great. So since we have the price, let's go ahead and sign the paperwork here, and I start to call my photographers and put times and go to work. So one thing I want to highlight again, like I share with you, more time in the market. We're going to test for the next 2 weeks, and we're going to be in constant communication to see how many offers we have, how many people desire to see your home, and based on that is what really going to set our price apart. Okay, but it's a great beginning to set a little bit below the your neighbor because we'll call more attention.
Okay. So, okay. All right.
All right, thank you. Sign here.
Okay, sounds good.
Ah, not easy.
By the way, guys,
Sorry,
this was
guys.
her first time. This was her first time. So that
We
was
can hear.
really, really good.
Good
So,
job, Lucy.
Luciana, how do you think about your listening presentation?
I'm cold. I'm very nervous, and I'm happy that I'm nervous in front of a colleague instead of a client. But I felt that she was very easy. I mean, people are not that easy, has a bunch more questions, but I can feel that at least I could go some points here, and that's what stand out for me. I know I'm ready to write down all the improvements.
Okay.
So I think that you did a really good job. I know, let me ask you this. Is this your first time role playing the listing presentation like out loud?
Yes,
Okay. All right. There you go. And so that's why I didn't want to give you a bunch of objections or anything like that, because it's good just to practice it out loud for the first time and just get a feel for it. And then as you go along, like, well, I'll be harder on you and I'll push you
yes,
more. But I think that you did really well, especially given that this is like your first time saying it out loud, right?
yes.
So, okay, one thing that the first thing that I wrote down that you did do a good job of is explaining the open house strategy. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Okay.
God bless you. Took
Thank
20
you.
minutes, guys. 20 minutes.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
wow. Yes, that's pretty fast. So, okay, the first thing though, good job explaining the open house strategy and explaining why other agents use open houses and use the seller's house to get other leads. I think that was pretty clear to me, as a seller. And I think a lot of sellers like that because they're like, oh, well, then I don't have to leave my house, right? So I think you did a good job there. When you were explaining, I'm going to do everything the same as passive agent, and you didn't distinct that you were an active and aggressive agent. You just
Okay.
said, do you know the difference between passive versus active? But I don't think I ever heard you say, I am an active and aggressive agent. Maybe you did, I just didn't hear it. And then when you were explaining like everything that you did that was the same as the passive agent, you said, I'm going to do the Zillow showcase for you. I'm going to do this. And like, I'm an agent, and so I know what Zillow Showcase is, right? I'm pretty
Right.
sure you have to pay for it. Like it's like you pay Zillow
Yeah.
extra for it.
Explain.
Um, but I don't think a seller would know what that meant, right? I don't think the average seller would know what that means or what that means for why they should care, right? What
Okay.
does it mean for them? What value is that? Um, I wrote down we are all doing dot 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 dot, and I don't remember what it was. Um, I would just say throughout the whole presentation though, just definitely like take a breath and like slow down and have more control. And that'll come with like repetition and practice and getting your reps in. I will just say though that like you gotta make sure to check in with the seller to be like, are they understanding what I'm saying?
Okay.
There's going to be some cues where they are either going to show you indirectly, I don't care what you're saying, it doesn't matter, or I'm very interested. And you'll learn that as you're going along. Like people will lean into what you're saying, they'll like put question marks on their face with their facial expressions, or they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'm getting it. So as you go along, you're gonna like tune into that to like hear, because sometimes not every seller cares about the same thing. So for this instance, I would just say, take a breath. And I wanted you, before we went into pricing, I wanted you to say, do you see why working with an active agent like myself is going to make a difference? I was looking for that. And then I was looking for you to say, great, now let's look at, all we have to do is look at price, that
Okay.
transition.
Thank you. Right, working.
And good job closing too. What I would say is, Lucy, when you go for the signature, get the signature and then say, hey, by the way, like we talked about, price is a moment in time. So for
Right.
the next 2 weeks, I'm going, just like you said, but get the signature first. Because if you ask, hey, sign, and then before they sign, you say, yeah, by the way, I'm going to do price adjustments, they're going to be like, wait, what? Get them to
Okay.
sign first and then tell them that.
Yeah, I feel I have to tie it more about that chart, the price and psychological.
Yeah.
That's a great chart. I mean, I just didn't feel how to tie that, but I want to use it.
Yes.
And yeah. And by the way, my English doesn't go well when I'm very nervous. So I have
Oh,
I have to really own it in order to implement what you just said, Gabriela. Yeah.
okay. Okay.
I was paying too much
Marcia,
attention myself. Yes.
welcome. Do you have any feedback for us? For Lucia?
Oh.
Hello?
I just want, hello, can you hear me?
Yes,
Can
I
you
Yes.
hear
can
me?
hear you.
I guess my feedback is I know that, everybody's always nervous and we're always kind of thinking that um the seller, the seller's not gonna, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be this. And I think if we have that impression or we have that in our minds, everything it is mindset and psychological, that the seller is gonna be hard, they're not gonna, and I think we just need to change that perception of it's not gonna be hard. I'm gonna go in here, I'm gonna knock it out the park. And that's it. I mean, literally, and I'm not talking about what I like in my mind. It just happened to me literally yesterday, right? I did a called her. She was like, yes. I was like, listen, I cannot get there to 6:30 tonight. Is that okay? I know it's late, it's after. She was like, yes, I'm ready. Please come at 6:30. I was out of there by 7 o'clock. She signed that listen agreement because she was just over it. She was over it. She was like, I've got to sell this house. Right. So I think sometimes we go in with the perception that they're, these people are hard, these people are, we're already feeding into that limited, that belief. So we're already going into a call like, oh my gosh, they're going to be hard. Oh my gosh, they're going to not want me to, talk to them for, that's not, these people want to sell their houses. You just have
Yeah,
to show them that you can
mindset.
sell it.
Yeah, mindset is one thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. And anyone else? Shanira, Tanisha?
Hi guys, happy Saturday. So I just wanted to piggyback off of Marcia. I think I read that correctly. I'm driving, as you know. Yeah, I think just going in with that mindset could take the stress and the nervousness out of you, which is really, really good. You could just be yourself. And for Lucy, I love visuals. I think that they help um, when you present. I think just just having variations of numbers, having visuals, it just helps anybody understand better and to receive better. So I like that you had that for your client, even though it was your first time, and then it helps position what you're saying. It's a great thing to do. I understand that you was nervous. Um, love the closing. It's always good to close. And she didn't give you too much pushback, but I think like what Marcia said, just go in knowing that these people have to sell a house and you have the services to get it done. And if you're very confident that you can get it done, it should, just show up that way. So that's it. And also I have a question, guys. That Zillow something y'all
Showcase.
mentioned. Showcase. So is that the same? Like, is that when you pay to boost your listing? Is that what y'all referring to?
Yeah.
No. Yes and no. I think I don't know. I never pay, but I learned that that's like an AI that you're able to click and do to tour in the house in the Zillow. Like,
You
know
pay for it.
what?
Has anybody ever boosted a listing through Zillow and had
No.
great results?
No,
Okay,
and I
I thought so.
don't believe that it would. This is my personal.
I was like 450. I'm like, dang.
Naomi,
Yeah, but no, I love that. I felt that, Naomi. Thank you.
that's
Okay.
isn't like the matter. What do you call Matterport?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Matterport.
Matterport.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shanira.
and
Oh, Tanisha. Sorry. Go ahead and
oh no, I'm
finish.
sorry, guys, and I'm just throwing it out there because I know we're talking,
Yeah.
but and then
Mm-hmm.
I know when I spoke to Zillow, they said 450 in homes.com.
Okay, my kids are loud in the back. I'm sorry. But I just wanted to say that you were a lot more confident talking about price than when you first started, Lucy. So your energy overall is great, and you need to believe in yourself more because you're doubting yourself. But honestly, I think it started off pretty rough because you were obviously reading from the script, which is fine. I'm still reading from the script. But when you were talking about pricing and explaining the mindset of the buyer, good job with that. You did a really great job explaining what buyers are looking for, how they perceive value. Obviously, they want to, I don't want to repeat everything you said, but you did a really good job. And a few times in the beginning, you needed to engage her more, slow down, and you would ask a question and say, okay, and keep going instead of saying, okay, pausing, being quiet, and letting her talk, right? Um, Another point that I wrote down is the last one when you said my team and I have a goal to sell over 1 million per year, whatever you said, that was really good. Because you said it confidently and like I wouldn't even realize it. Maybe you haven't even sold at all because you stuck to the team and you didn't hesitate. So good job with that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So really good job. You didn't even seem to be how you call this, stress, or I don't know what's the word again, anxious. No, you actually look very confident. I mean, I don't even know what you were talking about, honestly. You were not stressed, but I like the introduction. I really like how you went back to her motivation, and I liked when she asked you about, I know that was a test objection, she asked you about the price. What price do you think we should list my property for? Good, you really did a good job on directing her back to, the logic and the comms, and have her decide, what's the best price. That really good job about going back into the comms and show her. I like the CMA presentation overall. Yes, there are a couple of things that need to be added. For example, before you start presenting the comms, just keep her engaged, like asking, hey, do you remember when you first purchased this home? You can watch other videos on the CME on YouTube, on the YouTube page. So, you can see, okay, exactly what can you add there before entering the actual CMA presentation. And also, I would say hold on into her, the seller, uh, to come up with a number. When you said this property has 715, and I will personally prefer her to, guess or whatever, come up with a number. And then whatever numbers that she comes up with, I will show her the graphics, sorry, of, the pricing psychology and all that. And then from there, if she said maybe 700 or 710, and then you show her this other graph, and you say, okay, look at this now. Where do you think we need to be priced? She'll probably say, okay, then we need to be 685. That would be awesome because that's gonna be like more aggressive strategy. So that's something I will add. Use more closing statement through the presentation from the beginning. You start closing the deal from the beginning. That's something that you have to, check. And I love how you explained the open houses. That was really, really good. Great explanation of the days on the market. That's something that I really like. How you when she said, "Wait, it's gonna take me 60 days to get an offer," you say, "I hope not." And my team, you say something. I will rewatch the video to know exactly what you said, but you say something that my team, whatever, we're gonna do something to beat that. I don't really remember the exact words that you said. And yeah, basically that's what I'm saying, what I wanted to say. You say that, oh, your English, whatever, it's really bad when you are stressed or anxious. Honestly, when people look around here in America, there are you will see Africans, Indian, Asian, like everybody's here. And I try to make it upfront. Hey, I'm a French speaker, so if you didn't understand something that I said, don't feel offended. Please help me repeat. And I speak English the way that I speak. I just pay attention that my grammar is really good, because if your grammar is not good, you don't sound, I mean, I'm not gonna say that, but you get what I'm saying. But just speak English. They understand. It's different, like English, like Americans are really different than French. French are going to have you repeat it correctly. So good job. I mean, that was really good. You surprised us, honestly.
No, no, Amy. When you say about the making them to tell the price, I tried that, and in this conversation, I felt that she pressured me to say. So I was like, not gonna go back again and like, okay, but you say it, no, you say. Um,
That is what you need to do, Lucy.
Yeah.
You that is because that is going to happen with the seller. They're going to say, "Well, I don't know, you tell me. You're the
yeah,
professional." That is very normal for them to say that. So you do go back and you say, "Well, based on the comps, I'm looking at the comps. It looks like one sold here at 680, one sold here at 700. So, I mean, looking at the comps because I'm looking at the same numbers or that you are, right? I mean, what do you see?" Like you put it back on them.
Again and again and again.
stay
And
But
quiet
again,
and wait.
yeah, one thing, I don't know if I mentioned that already. I love the tone of your voice. You are very, you have authority in you. You look very mature. I love that. And people want to work with people like you. They want to feel like they're in good hands. You give the impression of someone who knows what they are doing. So really good.
Thank you, guys. Motivation. Keep going.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for coming. And this is almost the end. Is anyone here would like to role play next Saturday? Tanisha? Anybody wanna be
I
the
can
I'll
role
agent?
do it.
play. I can be the seller if Tanisha wants to be the agent.
Okay, Shanira.
Let's do it.
Um,
Let's do it.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
okay, cool. That's copy. I'll just get up early because, like I told you, wait. Hold on a minute. You said you'll be the seller. Okay, I'll just have to get up early and park because I drive. I'm always in the
Driving.
car, but I'll park and jump on the whatchamacallit. So that's fine.
Good. Thank you so much. Marcia, do you wanna role play on the 29th?
No, so Noemi, that is the Saturday after Thanksgiving. I know I won't be able to be
Oh
on because I'm
yeah,
gonna have
that's
family
right.
over and all of that. So
Yeah, that's fine. We can take a day off that day and just come back on the 6th of December if you guys want. I mean, I'm okay role playing on the 29th. If anyone wants to come and role play with me privately, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, because Thanksgiving is on a Thursday, right?
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then that's Saturday. Yeah, I think I'm. Yeah, let's. I don't want to
Yeah, if
overdo. I'm
anyone wants
almost
to
sure I
role play
can
with
do it.
me, I'm happy to be the agent on the 29th. And maybe on December 6th, I don't know, Marcia, do you want to role play on the 29th or December 6th?
I know I'm not available. I'll be out of town. You can put me down for the sixth. That's fine.
Okay, December 6th. Cool. And I'm
I
really
keep you
excited to see
posted,
our
Noemi.
presentation.
I keep you posted on the 29th.
Okay, cool. All right, guys, thank you so much. If you are on the mastermind, let's go in the break room. Everybody else, see you next Saturday.
All
Gabriela,
right.
bye bye. All right, guys, let me add you on the. Let me see. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. We can go in, guys. Got it. Pause.